Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bayside Sports School Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. This is a quarter-final going on between the JBCN Golden Stallions and the Dynamic Strikers. It was the JBCN Golden Stallions. They won the toss, elected to bat first. The two openers in the middle, Sachin Bhandari and Manmeet Chandok, still out there in the middle. Priyank Barai, the bowler. The first over has been bowled, 9 for no loss. In between, we have a bit of an interruption as an injury might have ruptured out here. The fieldsman at short third man, backpedaling, fell down hard on his head. Let's hope he's doing well. Fortunately, we have a physiotherapist taking care of him. This is a quarter-final in the bronze segment, apparently. It's good to see that he's on his feet now. Will take some time to recover. They're probably taking him off the field. Adish Gulecha, left arm seamer, will be bowling to Sachin Bhandari. Worked away on the onside to mid-wicket. And they run a single as well. That was pretty quick. Now Manmeet Chandok will be on strike. Slammed away down towards mid-off. Manmeet picks up a single here. Two openers getting off to a sedate start. Manmeet Chandok doing the bulk of the scoring at the moment. Sachin Bhandari will be on strike. Short ball pulled away. Into the gap, she's gone for 4. Good to see the kid still fine because he took one on his head after the ball went and hit the ropes. Ended up on his head, but he looks to be okay. Sachin Bhandari getting hold of one. Was short on leg stump. And he managed to put it away in the vacant final leg region. Adish Gulecha to Sachin Bhandari. Inside edge this time round. And the ball will trickle into the ropes for 4. Consecutive boundaries here for Sachin Bhandari. and the JBC and Golden Stallions. Fortunately for Sachin, that did not go onto the stumps. Was looking to work that ball on the onside. All he managed was an inside edge. Sachin Bhandari, 10 of 4 balls. This will be called a wide, rightly so. Was well wide outside the line of the off stump. Well outside the line of the off stump. Short ball. Wanting to cut that ball, unable to put bat to ball though. 2 overs have been bowled here. 20 for no loss are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Going down the leg side was an appeal, asking the question. The umpire moving away, leg by signalled. Priyank Barai continuing from the far end. Sachin Bhandari on strike. Bringing the ball back into the right-handers at the moment. This could be out. Will be out. Manmeet Chandok. Run out. Well done to the bowler there. Was quick to get to the ball. You can see that on the replay. Manmeet Chandok did not take a start. Was slow to start off with. Paid the heavy price of being out. Did not try to drag his bat. Fell well short of the crease. So the JBC and Golden Stallions lose their first wicket at the score of 21. Priyank Barai did not get the leg before but got one man out. Manmeet Chandok looked good whilst he was out there. He made 9 of 7 balls. Sachin Bhandari will have a new partner to reckon with. Prakash Linga, the new man in. Cut away. Third man in pursuit of the ball. Ball will fall short of the ropes. Good chase there. We'll keep it down to a couple of runs. Straight away getting off the mark, Prakash Linga. He needs no sighters. Using the cut shot to good effect. Paryank Barai to Prakash Lingaya. Right up there in the block hole, squirted away. There is a man out there in the deep. Sachin Bhandari wanted the second. Prakash Linga sent him back. .4 overs, 24 for 1. JBC and Golden Stallions. They've gotten off to a decent start. Yes, they have lost a wicket in the form of a run out, which they will rue. Played away down towards long gone. Fetched it from well outside the line of the off stump and played it down towards long gone. Bit of a difficult shot to play. Now Prakash Linga. Driven away down the ground. Will get a single here, will Prakash Linga. Brings Sachin Bhandari on strike. 3 overs have been bowled rather. It will be Prakash Linga on strike in the next over. 26 for 1 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Adish Gulecha continuing. Prakash Linga on strike. Well bowled, well played. Wicket to wicket bowling. Always a good sight to watch in cricket. Loud appeal, always going down the leg side. No ways you're getting a leg before from there. Would have even pitched outside the line of the leg stump. Adish Gulecha. Swinging the ball into the right-hander. Needs to pitch it up for that. Goes over the top, does Prakash Lingaya. Mistimes the ball horribly. Luckily for him, it fell in no man's land. Prakash Linga run a ball 6 for him so far. Run rate sitting pretty at 8. This is the last over of the mandatory power play overs. Then the next couple of overs can be taken between the 11th and the 16th by the batting side. If they don't take it by the 15th and 16th by default become power play overs. .28 for 1. Couple of balls to come in the 4th. Adish Gulecha to Prakash Linga. Played away to mid-wicket this time round. Will pick up a single. Now Sachin Bhandari on strike. Straight to third man. Was looking to use the pace on that occasion, Sachin Bhandari. Getting more of an outside edge. Ball went straight to short third man. And the fieldsman made no mistake whatsoever. Extra bounce getting the better of the batsman on that occasion. And a good fine catch by the fieldsman at third man. Mandatory power play done. 29 for 2 are the JBCN Golden Stallions. Last ball of the 5th over coming up. Sameer Kochar facing up. Wide signal there by the umpire. Down the leg side goes Jash Dharod. Wants to bowl wicket to wicket. There is some movement in the air for him. Wants to take advantage of the same. Probably looking to wrap the pads. Sameer Kochar on strike. Well bowled right up there in the block hole. Targeting the stumps. 5 overs have been bowled here. 35 for 2 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Mihir Shah. Suprakash Linga. Off spinner. Into action. Mihir Shah bowls with the cap on. That's seldom seen. Off spinner, inside edge there. Prakash Linga wanting to go big on the onside. Completely mistiming it. Will pick up a couple of runs here. Will Prakash Linga. Prakash Linga moves on to 13 or 14 balls. He's playing himself in. Sameer has just come in to join him. Sameer Kochar, well-renowned IPL anchor. Did a good stint with Shibani Dandekar a few years ago. Outside the line of the off stump, looking to cut that one there. Prakash Linga unable to put bat to ball. Well bowled outside the line of the off stump, coming back in sharply there. Luckily for Prakash Linga, he got an inside edge on that one, or else that ball was headed towards the stumps. That's a good line that Mihir Shah has found. Superbly bowled. This one leaving the right-hander after pitching. That'll create some doubts in the mind of Prakash Linga. Trust me, that's the worst ball to face as a batsman, when an off-spinner starts taking the ball away from you after pitching. Exposes the outside edge. Suddenly you don't know which one's turning in. Long off. In position. Drops it. Had an opportunity. Prakash Linga would have had his heart in his mouth. But luckily for him, he survives. 6 overs have been bowled here. 39 for 2 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Jash Dharod to Samir Kochar. Swing and a miss early on the first ball. This time he gets bat to ball. Will pick up a single to the man in the deep on the offside. Now Prakash Linga on strike. Bit of a partnership developing between these two. 11 the partnership. Prakash Linga. 15 of 18. Walks down to the bowler. Might have disturbed the line. Jash Dharod looking to go wide. Gets it a little too wide. Hence a wide signal there by the umpire. Prakash Linga walks down once again. Sends Samir Kochar back. He was backing up too far. Made his ground eventually. Missed the stumps there. Jash Dharod, but he was always going to be in. They've already had a run out of Manmeet Chandok. They don't want another. Right up there in the block hole. Swung away through the offside. Will pick up a single here. And bring Samir Kochar on strike. This is a quarter-final in the bronze segment apparently. There are 4 segments. Platinum, gold, bronze and silver. This quarter-final going on in the bronze segment. You win, you go to the semi-finals. You lose, you go out of the tournament. Must-win game for both the sides. Samir goes through the onside this time. He's coming back for the second on the throw. And the throw is a weak one. So Samir makes his ground easily in the end. Good running from Samir Kochar. Jash Dharod. A ball to come in the 7th. It's going to be Samir Kochar on strike. Well bowled, Jash Dharod right up there in the block hole. Hint of movement in the air. 7 overs have been completed. 45 for 2 are the JBCN Golden Stallions. Mihir Shah to continue. Just getting his field right. It will be Samir Kochar on strike. Played away on the offside this time. Gets a quick single. Thanks to Prakash Linga who responded quickly. Light slowly and gradually taking effect here at the Air India Cricket Ground. That is a fantastic shot. He did it easily. That ball was on the stumps. Normally how a right-hander will flick a ball through the onside. He managed to do that through the offside. Struck it over extra cover for 4. Take a look at this shot. On the up. That is some shot, mind you. Literally haven't seen a right-hander do something like that to an off-spinner. Prakash Linga, run a ball 17 to him. Once again looking to access the offside. This time gets an inside edge to the bowler. Some batting pedigree out here. Prakash Linga. He cuts this one in the air. Chance goes a begging. Prakash Linga gets a single. Mihir Shah could have had one here. Created a chance. Prakash Linga prefers playing through the offside. Although the stumps, the ball's on the line, in the line of the stumps. This time he cut one. Point. Gives him a life. Now Samir Kochar on strike. Pushed away straight to extra cover. No run taken. Wanted a single for once, did Prakash Linga there. He played it softly so that he could pick up a single, Samir Kochar. Not to be the case on that occasion. Mihir Shah to Samir. Down the leg side, should be given as a wide. Waiting for the umpire signal on this one. The wicket keeper could not take the ball either. Leg by signal apparently. So it's come off the pads. No fault of the wicket keeper whatsoever. If anything, the ball was strayed onto the pads. Turned sharply after pitching. 4 runs in the form of extras to the JBC and Golden Stallions. Goes over the top, does Prakash Linga here. No half measures. And the ball just trickles into the ropes. It did plug into the field, but had the legs to reach the fence. Was a good hit from Prakash Linga. Went high into the sky. And luckily for Prakash, it went over the ropes. So a boundary nevertheless of the bat coming from Prakash Linga. Walking inside the line of the ball to access the onside. Gets a leading edge. Luckily that did not go to hand. Went to backward point. Picked up a single. Did Prakash Linga. Healthy partnership here. 30 of 26. Prakash Linga being the major contributor. 18 runs is what he has managed in the partnership. Josh Dharod could have had a wicket alongside his name. Inside edge here by Samir Kochar. Some soccer being played by the fieldsman at short fine leg. Keeps it down to a single. Luckily for Samir Kochar, that did not go onto the stumps. Now Josh Dharod to Prakash Linga. Well bowled. In and around the off stump. This is good bowling from Josh Tharod. Much better line and length. Prakash Linga wants to take on the bowling here. Wicket keeper coming up to the stumps. Making room for himself. Goes through the offside. Will be a single to the man in the deep. Now Samir Kochar. Gets a bottom edge there. Running the first one hard. He's coming back for the second. Will make it in the end, will Samir Kochar. 9 overs have been bowled. 63 for 2 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Mihir Shah to Prakash Linga. Looking to go over the top of extra cover. Finds a 6 here. Superbly done by Prakash Linga. Bit of a mistake by the umpire, but he apologizes and gives the right signal. That ball crossed the ropes. Superb strike. Going inside out over extra cover. Never easy against an off spinner. The fieldsman signaled it quickly there. That ball had crossed the ropes. Prakash Linga. Very strong through the offside. He's played some breathtaking strokes so far. Through the offside in particular. Sehwag used to do something similar. This time coming inside the line of the ball to access the onside. Manages to find the mid-wicket boundary apparently. Let's take a look at this once again. Swinging through the line of the ball. Man in the deep. Could not hold on to the ball. And a boundary nevertheless to Prakash Linga. Worked away on the onside. Straight to mid-wicket. No run there. Couple of balls before we enter the halfway stage of the innings. Goes over the top of extra. That's his strength. Finds a boundary. One bounce into the boundary she went. Prakash Linga is coming into his own. This is a very handsome shot. He's already struck a maximum in the over. This time finds the boundary. Prakash Linga seems to be seeing the ball like a football at the moment. Races on to 40 of 32 balls. flighted for the first time by Mihir Shah. Will only be a dot. 10 overs have been bowled here. 77 for 2 are the JBCN Golden Stallions. We'll take a short drinks break and bring you live action in 4 minutes from now. It's going to be Nitish Jargad to be bowling to Samir Kochar. They're sitting pretty at the JBC and Golden Stallions at the moment. Dynamic strikers. They're seeing a partnership grow here. Let's see how Nitish Jargard goes. Off spinner. Played away into the onside by Samir Kochar. Finds the boundary between deep mid-wicket and deep square leg. He did that nonchalantly in the end. Was probably looking out for a single or two. Got 4. Take a look at this shot. All pretty casual. No deep square leg. Hence the boundary. Good start after the drinks break for the JBC and Golden Stallions and for Samir. This time he pulls it behind square. All the way for 4. Consecutive boundaries here coming from the bat of Samir Kochar. Wonderful shot. Take a look at the shot once again. He's standing on the stumps apparently. Standing on off stump. Coming inside the line of the ball. A bit of turn for Nitish Jargard. And he played it beautifully in the end. Using the pace of the bowler to his advantage. Samir Kochar there. Fetches himself another boundary. So Nitish has not quite started off the way he would have wanted to have done so. Under some pressure. Nitish Jargard, 8 runs of the first 2 balls. Samir Kochar, 17 of just 13 balls. Started off well out here after the drinks break. Goes onside-ish once again, finds the boundary again, does Samir Kochar. This is some fine batting from Samir Kochar. A hat-trick of boundaries to Samir. He's taking Nitish Jargard to the cleaners here. Take a look at this shot. Full toss. Swept away. Taking it on the full. And picks up his 3rd boundary of the over. Superb batting from Samir Kochar so far. He seems to be going on overdrive at the moment. Once again, looking to repeat the dose. Much better delivery. Right up there in the block hole. Came across as a premeditated shot there. But will get a single and get off the strike. You need a breather. After hitting a hat-trick of boundaries, you're better off on the non-striking end thereafter, because there are a lot of thoughts that are crossing your mind. Can I get another boundary here? Will I be able to create a record here? But Samir Kochar gets a single. Now it's going to be Prakash Linga on strike. Mind you, he's played phenomenally well up till now as Prakash Linga, 40 of 33. Tossed up. An appeal for stumping. Makes his ground, does Prakash Linga. Well bowled Nitish Jargard. Hanging it out there outside the line of the off stump. Inviting the big shot from Prakash Linga. Misses the ball completely, does Prakash Linga. Fortunately for him, he gets back into the crease. Bowled him! Well. Where did this come from? Nitish Jargard, anti-climax out here at the Air India Cricket Ground. 3 boundaries. And then a wicket to follow. Prakash Linga playing all over that ball. The poles ruptured. He has to depart. And the JBC and Golden Stallions lose their 3rd at the score of 90. 11 overs have been bowled out here. Samir Kochar on strike. It's going to be Rohit Durai, the new bowler who's come into the attack. Sixth bowler being employed here by the dynamic strikers. Samir Kochar looking good for a big innings here. His team need him to stay out there now. He is the set batsman. He has to take this innings further. He's pulled that one. Looks a very strong puller of the cricket ball. Finds himself another boundary, does Samir Kochar. In the last over, he struck a hat-trick of boundaries to an off-spinner. Here's another off-spinner. Mind you, this does not look short, but he's made his own length because he's standing on the off-stump. Came inside the line of the ball and used the pace to good effect once again. Pretty similar to how he scored the 3 boundaries in the previous over. Seems to be going like a train at the moment, Samir Kochar. Loves batting against off-spinners. Has his own method of playing them. Now standing on the middle stump. Once again goes through mid-wicket this time. Finds the onside again. Loves peppering the onside, Samir Kochar, as opposed to a Prakash Linga who preferred going through the offside. New batsman Rohan Dharia has come in to replace Prakash Linga. Prakash Linga played a good knock, 40 of 35 balls. That has helped the JBC and Golden Stallions get close to 100. Was that a chance? Mihir Shah, the fieldsman there, probably drops one. Rohan Dharia on strike. Well bowled, Rohan. Well bowled, Rohit, I beg your pardon. Rohan Dharia as the batsman. A ball to come now in the 12th. Rohit Durai to Rohan Dharia. RD to RD. Dot ball to complete the 12th. 95 for 3 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Nitish Jargad to continue. Off spinner. Samir Kochar will love it. There again. Drags it to the onside. This time deep square leg misfields, which will give Samir Kochar another boundary. 5th boundary in similar fashion to Samir Kochar. He's enjoying himself out there against the off spinner. This was well outside the line of the off stump. He has dragged it from there. Swept it away. And the fieldsman out there at square leg did not do a good job. He should have stopped that one easily. But Samir fetches himself another boundary. Nitish Jargad coming around the wicket now. Samir Kochar moves on to 31 of just 19 balls. Played away to short third man there for a single. Will bring Rohan Dharia on strike. Rohan yet to get off the mark. Should get off the mark in this particular over itself. Nitish Jargad to Rohan Dharia. Goes through the onside, deep mid-wicket. Gets to it, some boot work will give Rohan a couple of runs. Rohan Dharia gets off the mark with those couple of runs. Nitish Jargad, here we go. This will be called a wide. Started very wide here. Rare wide delivery from Nitish Jargad. So far has been on the money. Not in the terms of the runs that he has conceded. Came into the attack and was greeted with 3 boundaries from Samir Kochar. So he is feeling the heat out there in the winters of Mumbai. Mind you, it gets really chilly out here towards the evening, especially in the night. Tossed up. Goes down the ground as Rohan Dharia. Long off. Will cut it off. They will settle down for the single this time round. Samir Kochar wants to have a piece of Nitish Jargad. He wasn't coming back for the second on that one. Nitish Jargad preferring to bowl around the wicket here to Samir Kochar. 32 of 20 for Samir. Samir Kochar, that was well wide outside the line of the off stump. Still wanting to play it on the onside. Misses the ball, which is a rarity. Inside, 13 overs have been bowled. 104 for 3 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Priyank Barai to Rohan Dharia. Coming back into the attack, Priyank. That was a superb shot. But he found the fieldsman there, did Rohan Dharia. Although Rohan's batting on just 3 of 7, that was some shot. By the looks of it, the next over will be a power play over. Because they haven't taken the power play up till now, which will mean by default that the 15th and the 16th will be power play overs. Priyank Barai to Rohan Dharia. 104 for 3. They're well placed are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Run rate 7.90, which is pretty healthy. You build on to that year after. Ball keeping a tad low. Might have been better serve playing that of the front foot than of the back. Priyank Barai to Rohan Dharia. Goes over the top, does Rohan Dharia here. Finds long on. He juggles the ball for once, but finally takes it. Rohan Dharia has to depart, disappointed with himself. He should have waited for the power play. Looking to take advantage. Felt he had the ball in the slot. Managing to only find the fieldsman in the end. Fourth wicket down for the JBC and Golden Stallions at the score of 104. Gets off the mark with a couple of runs. Does Shabir Ahluwalia. He's a fine batsman. Batting at number 6. Looking to play the finisher's role here. Shabir Ahluwalia. But he's walked in well before his time. This promises some entertaining stuff. Worked away by Shabir. Down towards fine leg. And guess what? The ball's going to trickle into the ropes here. No chance for the man to get there. Shabir starts off with a flyer. Gets a boundary early on in the innings. Only his second ball. That'll calm his nerves down. No one had shot fine leg. They expected Priyank Barai to bowl in and around the off stump. But he drifted into the pads. Has a tendency to come into the right-hander. Using the pace on that occasion, Shabir Ahluwalia, much better delivery. Looking to cut that off the back foot, misses the ball altogether. 14 overs have been bowled here. 110 for 4 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Samir Kochar facing up. 32 of 21. Has played phenomenally well so far. Pulled away in his favourite onside region. This is the power play in action. Finds the boundary. Does Samir Kochar there? Scoreboard moves on to 114. Let's take a look at this once again. Short ball asking to be hit. Samir Kochar obliges. Finds himself another boundary. Moves on to 36. Does Samir Kochar? He's looking really good in the middle now, is Samir Kochar. And he has fine company in the form of Shabir Ahluwalia. Very promising batsman is Shabir Ahluwalia, mind you. Fantastic actor. But trust me, even better batsman. He's played some breathtaking innings so far in the tournament, has Shabir Ahluwalia. Another short ball gets the top edge. One bounce, she went into the ropes. Pace on the ball. Poor bowling here. Once again looking to pitch it short. Wanting to surprise the batsman, but that's Samir Kochar's strength. The number of pull shots that he's played in this match is almost equivalent to the number of cover drives Virat Kohli will play in a match. This time changing the line, outside the line of the off stump. That's a better line to bowl to Samir Kochar. Samir prefers the onside. Has a strong bottom-handed grip. He loves the onside. He does not like playing through the offside. So if you make him play through the offside, you're playing into your own hands. Adish Gulecha being called over to bowl in the power play. Bowled him! The middle stump rocked back. Samir Kochar has to depart. Another man going out for 40 along with Prakash Linga. And a wicket nevertheless to the dynamic strikers. So Adish strikes on his comeback. And Samir Kochar losing his shape at the time of the shot. Misses the ball altogether. You miss, I hit. Very well bowled, Adish Gulecha. The 5th wicket down for the JBC and Golden Stallions. And whilst they wanted a set batsman out there in the middle, he had to depart. So Shabir Ahluwalia will be joined in by a new partner as the scoreboard reads 118 for 5. Nitesh Maheshwari, the new batsman who's coming to join Shabir Ahluwalia here. That's the last thing the JBC and Golden Stallions wanted. You don't want to see a wicket falling in the power play whilst you're trying to take advantage of the same. Cut away by Nitesh Maheshwari, finds the gap. The ball's racing away towards the boundary. In fact, it will kiss the boundary eventually. Gets off the mark in style, does Nitesh Maheshwari. If Samir Kochar won't get you, Nitesh Maheshwari will. That was a splendid cut shot. The placement was even better. Found the gap, found the boundary. 15 overs have been bowled here. 122 for 5 are the JBCN Golden Stallions. Nitish Jargad being called over to bowl the last over of the power play. If you're watching and wondering how come the power play, that's because the rules in the power play are different in this tournament. The first 4 overs are mandatory power play overs, and then the next 2 overs are batting power play overs, which can be taken by the batting side between the 11th and the 16th apparently. If you don't take it by the 15th, as in this case, the 15th and the 16th become power play overs. Taking advantage of the same, Shabbir Ahluwalia using his feet to the off spinner. That ball was bowled well outside the line of the off stump, but he manages to drag it straight over the bowler's head for 6. Take a look at this shot once again. Steps out, no half measures whatsoever. Was always going for glory. Manages to find the boundary. And half a dozen runs added to the total of the JBCN Golden Stallions. What happened there? Was looking to play the paddle shot, waiting for the umpire's decision on this one. Will be given as a wide ball apparently. Okay. So it missed Shabbir Ahluwalia apparently. Picks up a single as well to go along with that. So 2 runs will be added to the total of the JBCN Golden Stallions. They've reached 130, mind you. Looking good here for 180, 190. All they need is this partnership to develop for themselves. Now Nitesh Maheshwari played into the offside. Rare dot delivery in the power play. Thumbs up from Shabbir Ahluwalia. Well played. You've just come into bat. It's okay. Worked away on the onside. Shabbir Ahluwalia wants to come back for the second. Nitesh Maheshwari has to hurry. Manages to get in. Nitesh Maheshwari does well there to pick up a couple of runs. One would have thought that Shabbir Ahluwalia would have wanted to keep strike, but no. Selflessly went through for the second. This is what you don't want in a power play. You don't want dot deliveries to be rung in. You want to be taking on the bowling. And that's why I said Shabbir Ahluwalia would have been the better man to be facing the off spinner. Nitesh Maheshwari facing up. Nitesh Maheshwari rather, the bowler, bowling to Nitesh. Wait a minute. 2 Niteshes in action. Nitish Jargad and Nitesh Maheshwari apparently. The power play done and dusted with you. 136. What happened there? Okay. He's worked that ball. Fine leg was in the 30-yard circle. And the ball trickled into the ropes. I missed that completely in the game of the names. That's good for the JBC and Golden Stallions that they finish off the power play with a boundary. 136 for 5 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Rohit Durai to bowl his second. Shabir Ahluwalia, 12 of 5, has already struck a maximum. On strike. Goes through the onside, does Shabir Ahluwalia. Deep mid-wicket will tidy up. He comes back for the second. Seems to be doing it easily, Shabir Ahluwalia. 14 of just 6 balls. Accustomed to these kind of situations. Looking to go big. Misses the ball completely. You don't see that with Shabir Ahluwalia. When he swings, he connects. Rohit Durai will be bowling to Shabir Ahluwalia. In between, this is the Bayside Sports School Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground here in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. Shabir Ahluwalia on strike. This is the quarterfinal in the copper segment apparently. There are 4 segments: platinum, gold, silver and bronze. Now Nitesh Maheshwari on strike. Goes down the ground, does Nitesh Maheshwari. Will pick up a single down to long off. Sliced away there, glided using the pace. But third man was well up to the occasion. Gets a single, does Shabir. You can see he's itching to get on with the game, Shabir Ahluwalia here. Right up there, driven away down towards long off for a single. Completes the 17th. 142 for 5 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Nitesh Maheshwari facing up. Mihir Shah, the bowler, to bowl out here. Cut away by Nitesh. will be only a single. Now Shabbir Ahluwalia. You can expect some fireworks here. Will pick up a single. Will Shabbir Ahluwalia here? Now Nitesh Maheshwari. Partnership 26 of just 16 balls. That's how well these two have played so far. They're looking for boundaries here. Mihir Shah doing well so far. Cut away there by Nitesh Maheshwari. Man in the deep will get to it. They'll pick up a couple of runs in between. Nitesh Maheshwari. 15 of 10. He's given him in between the run of play. Was a half-hearted appeal, to be honest. Let's take a look at this once again. Nitesh Maheshwari being given out, leg before wicket. No reviews on offer. That was a very close call. Was it kissing the leg stump? That's what the umpire felt. And he raised his finger. So Nitesh Maheshwari goes for a well-played 15. The JBC and Golden Stallions are 146 for 6. Okay. We have a new batsman out there. Gaurav Yadav. Let's see how he goes along with Shabbir Ahluwalia. They're inching closer to 150 are the JBC and Golden Stallions. Off the back foot, straight to extra cover. A ball to come in the 18th. Now Shabbir Ahluwalia. Goes down the leg side. He's coming back for the second here, Shabbir Ahluwalia. And will complete it in the end. Good running from the duo. Is that a no ball being signaled? It means that this will be a free hit. What's happened out here? It's been deemed as a wide, is it? Wide being given. I misunderstood for once. Was down the leg side. Goes big, long off, takes it. Shabir Ahluwalia falls in the quest to up the ante. He was looking for the glory shot over long off. Never an easy shot to play to an off spinner. Got more the bottom of the bat rather than the sweet spot of the bat, and hence he found long off. This is a big breakthrough for the dynamic strikers. This will make a difference of a 15 and 20 runs to the eventual total of the JBCN Golden Stallions. Shabir Ahluwalia goes for 17 of 10. And 18 overs have been completed here. 151 for 7 are the JBCN Golden Stallions. Worked away on the onside. Will pick up a single here. Raj Thakkar on strike. Rohit Durai, the bowler. Cut away. There is a man out there in the deep. Bit of a misunderstanding. Was coming back for the second. There was Raj Thakkar was coming back for the second, but was sent back by Gaurav Yadav there. Looking to access the onside. Gaurav Yadav missing the ball completely. Gaurav Yadav facing up. Rohit Durai, the bowler. Bowled him! What are you doing? Gaurav Yadav looking to swing across the line. Misses the ball completely. And the ball goes and thuds into the stumps. Tossed up. Was always going onside-ish. But missed a straight ball that brought about his undoing. Gaurav Yadav departs, and the JBCN Golden Stallions are falling short of the total they want to be seeing on the board. 153 for 8 are the JBCN Golden Stallions at the moment. It's going to be Jeetu Matani, the man on strike now. Rohit Durai, the bowler, wanting to go through the offside, unable to put bat to ball. Rohit Durai. What an over so far for him in the penultimate over. Only a couple of runs and a wicket. Tossed up again. An appeal for caught behind. Not given there by the umpire, rightly so. The bat hit the ground. 19 overs have been bowled here. 153 for 8 are the JBCN Golden Stallions. Priyank Barai to bowl out here. Well bowled, Priyank. Cleans the batsman up here. 9th wicket down for the JBCN Golden Stallions. They're pulling things back, are the dynamic strikers here. They would be very delighted to see the way proceedings are going on at the moment. At one stage, they were looking good for 180, 190 were the JBCN Golden Stallions. They'll do well to reach 160 from here. Raj Thakkar having to depart for only a single. Altaf Baradia, the new batsman who's come in to replace Raj Thakkar. Outside the line of the off stump, beaten there. Altaf Baradia. What does he have in store for us? 153 for 9. They've lost wickets like 9 pins. Lately have the JBCN Golden Stallions. Will pick up a single here, will Altaf Baradia, and get off the mark. Mind you, this is the last over. You want to see a galore of boundaries and sixes. But what we are getting here is runs will be at a premium. We're seeing wickets tumble. No set batsman out there. That wicket of Shabbir Ahluwalia was a big one. Samir Kochar fell at the wrong time. That partnership needed to go further. They would be sitting in sight of 190 now, I believe, had the duo have continued batting. Credit goes to the dynamic strikers with the way they've bowled in the last 5 overs. Pulling things back in their favour. Jeetu Matani will pick up a couple of runs here. There's no third run in there. You don't want to be all out. You want to face that last ball and get some runs on it. 156 for 9. It's going to be very doable for the dynamic strikers, mind you. Can Jeetu Matani finish on a high here? This is the last ball of the innings. Priyank Barai to Jeetu Matani. Tossed up, right up there in the block hole. Very good bowling. They'll be all out in the end of it all on the last ball of the 20th over. 156 bundled out are the JBCN Golden Stallions. Looking to steal a bye from the wicketkeeper, but he was well up to the stumps. Altaf Baradia was not even in the frame. "20 overs have been bowled here. 157 will be the target." Well done, dynamic strikers. They were staring down the barrel at one point in time. They've managed to restrict the JBCN Golden Stallions to a paltry 156. I say paltry only because they were looking good for 180, 190. Here's the match summary. Remember, they won the toss, elected to bat first. Samir Kochar played very well for his 40, coming of just 25 balls. Prakash Linga did well for his 40 of 35. Both steadied the ship in the middle overs. Shabbir Ahluwalia was looking good for a lot more. Managed only 17 in the end of 11 balls. In the bowling department, it was Mihir Shah in his 4 overs. Gave away 32 runs, picked up a couple of wickets. Rohit Dhurai bowled really well in his 3 overs, picked up a wicket and gave away only 13 runs. Dynamic strikers, when they come into bat, They'll need 157 runs to overhaul the total put up by the JBC and Golden Stallions. We'll take a short innings break and bring you live action in 10 minutes from now. Do stay tuned in. Thank you. Prakash Linga has started off on fire here with the ball in hand. Welcome to the chase, ladies and gentlemen. If you've just joined us, the JBC and Golden Stallions, they won the toss, elected to bat first, were bundled out on the last ball for 156. The dynamic strikers need one more run than that. In between, they've been struck earlier. Bad bounce to the fieldsman at extra cover. Luckily for him, that did not go on to hit him on his face. Will pick up a couple of runs, will Samir Bhansali here. Prakash Linga played a handy hand with the bat. 40 he made of just 35 balls. Now has the ball in hand. Played away, straight to backward point. No run taken. 1 over has been bowled here. 4 for 1 are the dynamic strikers. Pushed away into the offside, straight to extra cover. Rohit Dhurai, the batsman on strike, yet to get off the mark. Finally gets off the mark with a single down to long off. Rohan Dharia to Samir Bhansali. Did he get an outside edge on that one? We'll have to wait and see the umpire's decision on this one. The ball will trickle into the ropes for 4. 4 runs signalled. 4 runs coming off the bat. Getting the outside edge there. Rohan Dharia. No slip employed. Means that that ball beats short third man and goes into the ropes for 4. Welcome boundary for the dynamic strikers and Samir Bhansali. Scoreboard moves on to 9. They're going at a run rate of 6 runs exactly at the moment. 9 of 9. Now a slip employed. Getting the inside edge there. Was looking to play that through the offside. Gets a single nevertheless. Rohit Dhurai now on strike. Driven away once again down towards long off for a single. He's picked up his 2 runs in the same fashion so far as Rohit Dhurai. Now Samir Bhansali to face the last ball of the second over. Pushed away straight back to the bowler. 2 overs have been completed here. 11 for 1 are the dynamic strikers. Prakash Linga continuing. Rohit Durai, the batsman. We're in the third over. Dynamic strikers, 11 for 1. Played in the air. Did well there, did the fieldsman to get close to it, but it fell short of him. Rohit Durai not quite getting the timing right on that one. Fortunately for him, he's still batting. Going down the leg side. Coming back for the second, will complete it in the end. Will Rohit Durai. 2 leg byes will be signalled here. Dynamic strikers, although they've lost a wicket, but they're still in the hunt. We're in the power play overs. Outside edge found. There was gully in place. Third man will be beaten there. Third man was relatively fine. There was a man standing at gully. It beat him to his left. Beat third man to his right. And the ball thudded into the boundary. Well bowled Prakash Linga. Moral victory for the bowler. But 4 runs nevertheless to the batsman Rohit Durai. Dynamic strikers move on to 17. This is the Bayside Sports School Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground here in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. This is a quarter-final in the copper segment. Bronze segment, I beg your pardon. Cut away fiercely. There is a man in the deep. Standing at point. Sweeping on the offside. Keeps it down to a single. Very good shot for a single from Rohit Durai. Now Samir Bhansali on strike. Straight back to the bowler. Prakash Linga picked up a wicket. Picked up a wicket on the very first delivery bowled of the innings. Short ball. Ball keeping a tad low. 3 overs have been bowled here. They're going at a run rate of exactly 6 runs per over. 18 for 1 are the dynamic strikers. Off the back foot, straight back to the bowler there. Worked away on the onside here. Manages to find the gap, does Rohit Durai. Finds the boundary to go along with that. Scoreboard moves on to 22. We'll have a look at it once again. Using his wrist to good effect there. Beat mid-wicket. Mid-on did the chasing. But all in vain eventually as the ball kissed the ropes. Rohit Durai looking good now. 11 of 9. Gets another outside edge. Squirts this between point and third man. And again the ball. No, well done to the fieldsman out there. Put his boot just before the ball could go into the ropes. So close, yet so far. Rohit Durai picks up a couple of runs there. Well bowled, Rohan Dharia. Much better delivery. Couple of balls to come in the power play now. Rohit Durai, 13 of 11. Wide will be the signal there. Rohit Durai could not reach that ball. That's how wide it was. Rohan Dharia. Well bowled, Rohan. In the good length area, giving respect there, Rohit Durai. Good balls deserve respect. Even in the power play, even in a T20 game. Now will be a wide. He's getting some shape away from the right-hander. And that's always helpful as an off-spinner. All you got to do is keep it in and around the stumps. More chances of beating the bat, getting the outside edge. On the stumps, some wrist work again by Rohit Durai. Square leg, fine leg, both in pursuit. Neither of them could get to the ball. Another boundary to Rohit Durai. Another boundary to the dynamic strikers. They seem to be going well at the moment. 4 overs have been bowled here. 30 for 1 are the dynamic strikers, with this partnership being exactly 30. Superb wrist work there. Once he found the gap between short fine leg and short square leg, there was no looking back. 4 overs, 30 for 1, dynamic strikers. Prakash Linga to continue here will be bowling to Samir Bhansali. Samir batting on 7 of just 10 balls. Still finding his way in the innings. Will be signalled a wide there by the umpire. 127 of 96, very doable. All you got to do is keep wickets in hand and keep batting. Couple of partnerships should get you there. The dynamic strikers would hope that this partnership develops for them, because they're looking good in the middle. Remember, they've lost a wicket on the very first ball of the innings, but they've steadied the ship, have these two batsmen. Rohit Durai in particular has looked really good. Mandatory power play done and dusted with. Batting power play yet to come. Will be taken in between the 11th and the 16th. Prakash Linga to Rohit Durai. Driven away. Straight to short third man. He slips to Samir Bhansali, but he makes his ground. He wanted the single. It was always his call. Behind the wicket is always the non-striker's call. You got to be ready for it, Rohit Durai. Well bowled, well played. Will pick up a single here and bring Samir Bhansali on strike. Prakash Linga to Samir Bhansali. Down the leg side will be signalled. Okay, he's taken a bit of the pad probably. That's why it's been deemed as a legitimate delivery. Wicketkeeper does well to get to it if that's flicked the pad on its way. That was the noise according to the umpire. Bowler went up in an appeal. Chance taken. Prakash Linga picks up his second. Samir Bhansali has to depart. Prakash Linga picking up both the wickets to fall so far. First he cleaned up the poles. Now a caught and bowled. Getting it high on the bat, Samir Bhansali. And Prakash Linga making no mistake whatsoever. Dynamic strikers lose their second at the score of 33. With a ball to come in the 5th. Dhaval Siroya on strike. Well bowled Prakash Linga. Will pick up a single here. Will Dhaval Siroya and get off the mark. 5 overs have been bowled here. 34 for 2 are the dynamic strikers. Shabbir Ahluwalia being introduced into the attack for the first time. Short ball. Looking to cut that one. Dhaval Siroya unable to put bat to ball though. This is going to be an interesting phase in the game. They've broken the partnership, have the JBC and Golden Stallions. But Rohit Durai is still out there. Short ball. Straight into the hands of short fine leg. Double strike here for the JBCN Golden Stallions. Dhaval Siroya goes cheaply. Wanted to pull it over the top of the infield. Only managed the top edge. And the fieldsman at short fine leg made no mistake. Dynamic strikers lose their third. And Shabbir Ahluwalia strikes for the JBCN Golden Stallions in his very first over. 34 for 3 is what the scoreboard reads after 5.2 overs. Ketan Rai facing up. Shabbir Ahluwalia, the bowler. This time in the good length region. Giving some width to the batsman, but unable to get that cut shot away. Ketan Rai there. Likes hitting the deck, does Shabbir Ahluwalia. Short run up. Speeds up close to the stumps. There's a lot of effort that goes into the delivery stride. Open chested action. Pushed away into the offside for a single. Shabbir Ahluwalia has struck in his very first over. It will be Rohit Durai now on strike. Rohit Durai sitting pretty on 18 of 15 balls. Seems to be comfortable at the crease right now. Worked away on the onside. He loves the wrist work, does Rohit Durai. Enjoys playing through the onside. Poor fielding there by the fieldsman in the deep at square leg. Gives away an extra run. That's the last thing you want to do, is gift away runs to your opponents when you're defending a paltry total. 157 will be a challenging total though from here, because they've lost 3 wickets. Have the dynamic strikers. Will be given as a wide ball, and will this ball come into the ropes? No. Third man will get around and keep it down to a single along with the wide. So 2 extra runs added to the total of the dynamic strikers. Worked away by Ketan Rai there, down towards long on. Will be a single to complete the 6th. 40 for 3 are the dynamic strikers. Manmeet Chandok to Ketan Rai. Worked away through mid-wicket. Will pick up a single down to deep mid-wicket will Ketan Rai. Now Rohit Durai on strike. Rohit batting on 20 of just 16 balls. Manmeet Chandok run out in the first innings. Would be looking to make amends with the ball in hand. Mind you, was looking very good with the bat in hand. Manmeet Chandok to Ketan Rai. Short ball outside the line of the off stump. Wide signal there by the umpire. Ketan Rai has an unusual stance apparently. Open chested. You'll watch it closely. The head is in a very good position. Not too sure about where the body ends up. This is what happens when you're not side on. Suddenly a ball outside the line of the off stump becomes your weakness. You're better prepared for balls on the stump, not for balls outside the line of the off stump. It's going to be interesting to see how he faces those deliveries. Manmeet Chandok smartly bowling outside the line of the off stump to Ketan Rai. There again. Outside edge found. Looking to cut that one. Short third man in pursuit of the ball. He does stop it, but can't stop Ketan Rai from picking up a couple of runs. Ketan Rai batting on 5 of just 6 balls. Still feeling his way into the innings. Had the wicketkeeper been standing back, that would have been out. Played away down towards long on. Deep mid-wicket doing the tidying up, only because long on is relatively straight. Manmeet Chandok will be now bowling to Rohit Durai. Rohit Durai 21 of 17. Off the back foot into the offside for a single. I'm liking the lengths that Manmeet Chandok is hitting here. 7 overs have been bowled. 47 for 3 are the dynamic strikers. Shabir Ahluwalia to Rohit Durai. Short ball cut away beautifully. He's got hold of it. As Rohit Durai, this ball will go into the fence for 4. No chance for third man, and the man sweeping in the deep on the offside. Threads the needle there, does Rohit Durai. Shabir Ahluwalia likes hitting the deck. This is one of the demerits when you love hitting the deck. You got to pitch it up further. Not to be the case on this occasion. Will be under some pressure in this particular over, will Shabir Ahluwalia. That's because he's conceded a boundary of the very first ball of the over. Rohit Durai, the set batsman now, 26 of 19. Seems to be motoring along pretty well. Shabbir Ahluwalia to Rohit Durai. Here we go. Much better length right up there. Will pick up a single here. Will Rohit Durai. Now Ketan Rai. Waiting to see the line that Shabbir Ahluwalia bowls to Ketan Rai. Because remember, this is an encounter where you need to keep chipping away at the wickets. Ketan Rai has a bit of a weakness outside the line of the off stump. Shabbir Ahluwalia prefers to bowl wicket to wicket. Ketan Rai standing outside the line of the leg stump apparently. Driven away, straight to cover. That was a good shot for no run. Did get hold of that one. Faces up does Ketan Rai. Shabbir Ahluwalia the bowler. Down the leg side will be signalled as a wide ball there. Shabbir Ahluwalia to Ketan Rai. Glided away. Third man will do the tidying up. .54 for 303 runs needed of 74. It could be anybody's game from here. The dynamic strikers need this partnership to develop. The JBC and Golden Stallions need to break this partnership. It's pretty simple. Putting a lot of effort into that ball. Big grunt whilst he released that ball. Shabbir Ahluwalia. Very good actor is Shabbir Ahluwalia. Must have seen him in some daily soaps. On Star Plus in particular. Enjoys his cricket. Loves his cricket, to be honest. Plays a lot of cricket in between. Rohit Durai facing up to Shabbir Ahluwalia here. Well bowled, Shabbir Ahluwalia. Beating the bat of Rohit Durai there. Hitting the deck hard, getting some extra bounce. Rohit Durai was surprised on that occasion. 8 overs have been bowled. 54 for 3 are the dynamic strikers. Manmeet Chandok to bowl his second. Ketan Rai, the batsman, on strike. Well bowled, Manmeet. Targeting that line outside the line of the off stump to Ketan Rai. That's the line that we were talking about. Especially to Ketan Rai. You can identify it as a good cricketer straight away. That might be a bit of a weakness considering his stance. Mentioning it for the second time because it is something that he needs to think about as a batsman. Cut away. Beats backward point. Work to be done by the man in the deep. He cuts it out. And Ketan Rai picks up a couple of runs. Scoreboard moves on to 56. Partnership 22 of 18, interestingly. Dynamic strikers would hope for them to continue. Manmeet Chandok to Ketan Rai. Driven away down towards long off. Will pick up a single here. Will Ketan Rai? Driven away through the offside. Rohit Durai gets hold of one here. Finds himself a boundary in between the run of play. Magnificent shot. Yes, it was right up there, but he had to get the placement right. Long off was relatively straight, and he had no chance to his left. Once it beat cover inside the 30-yard circle, it was headed only in one direction, and that was to the boundary. Straight away rattled is Manmeet Chandok. Down the leg side, will be given as a wide there by the umpire. Wicketkeeper does well to get to it. Cut away by Rohit Durai. Finds the gap again. Man in the deep will get to it. Will pick up a couple of runs here, will Rohit Durai. Splendid knock so far from Rohit Durai. Keeping the scoreboard ticking. 33 of 24 so far for him. Manmeet Chandok. Worked away on the onside by Rohit Durai here. Square leg will do the tidying up. Will get a single. Completes the 9th over. 65 for 3 are the dynamic strikers. Sachin Bhandari being introduced into the attack. Starts off with a wide. Rohit Durai. He's playing a solid knock for his side here. Off the back foot into the offside. Much better delivery from Sachin Bhandari. This is the Bayside Sports Cool Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. We are coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground here in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. Another wide ball being bowled here in between by Sachin Bhandari. This is the quarterfinal in the bronze segment apparently. Must-win encounter for both these sides. Chasing 157 other dynamic strikers here. It could be anybody's game from here, you never know. Both teams in the hunt. Extra bounce defeating the batsman Rohit Durai on that occasion. He is the said batsman, has played a few splendid cut shots, but that was relatively fuller in length to cut. Driven away. Long off has some work to do. In fact, deep extra cover has been positioned. Will pick up a single. They'll run another run on the overthrow. This is very good running from Rohit Durai and Ketan Rai. Driven away through the offside this time by Rohit Durai. Picks up a single. Will be Ketan Rai now on strike. Sachin Bhandari to Ketan Rai. 87 needed of 62. Very possible if this partnership flourishes for them. Trapped in front. Ketan Rai has to depart. Leg before wicket. Missed a straight ball there. To be fair to the umpire, did Ketan Rai there. Sachin Bhandari picks up a wicket in his very first over. Take a look at this. Casual in his shot. Pays a heavy price. And that's the price of his wicket. Dynamic strikers lose their fourth. And drinks being taken out there in the middle. We'll take a short drinks break and bring you live action in 4 minutes from now. Till then, Manmeet Chandok being asked to bowl the 11th over. Rohit Durai picking up a couple of runs there. (39 of 31 for Rohit Durai. Goes down the ground, does Rohit Durai there. Will pick up a single. Brings Pawan Patel on strike. It's going to be interesting to see how Pawan fares from here. The good news for the dynamic strikers is that Rohit Durai is still out there, although they've lost Ketan Rai. Now Pawan Patel. Goes over the top, does Pawan Patel. One bounce to long on. Wanting to go straight down the ground there, Pawan Patel. I feel it's way too early. Needs to just take his time. Cannot afford to lose his wicket here, Pawan Patel. Needs to build a partnership with Rohit Durai. Manmeet Chandok to Rohit Durai. Worked away into the onside. Running the first one hard. Wanting to come back for the second. But sent back by Pawan Patel. Now a ball to come in the 11th. Manmeet Chandok has been a tad expensive. 24 in his 2.5 overs. Considering that this over has been relatively good for him. 6 runs coming of it. 81 needed of 55. Outside edge. Third man is very fine inside the 30-yard circle. Dot delivery there. Rohit Durai opting to not go in for the single there. 11 overs have been bowled here. 76 for 4 are the dynamic strikers. Now Sachin Bhandari will be bowling to Rohit Durai. Well bowled, Sachin Bhandari will pick up a single here, will Rohit Durai. Match well placed in the balance at the moment. If anything, the dynamic strikers have lost a wicket more than they would have wanted to have done so at this stage. Let's see how Pawan Patel goes here after. Has gotten off the mark in the 3 deliveries that he's faced. Cut away fine. There is a man in the deep sweeping on the offside. He'll keep it down to a couple of runs. Pawan Patel needs to stay out there with Rohit Durai. Rohit Durai will keep his end up. It's going to now be The other batsmen coming in that need to stay with him. Well left there by Pawan Patel. White signal by the umpire down the leg side. Sachin Bhandari needs to regroup. Goes over the top, does Pawan Patel. Long off is relatively straight, so he'll keep it down to a single. Shabir Ahluwalia doing the fielding on that occasion. Very well bowled by Sachin Bhandari there. Outside the line of the off stump, beating the bat of Rohit Durai. That has been seldom seen, really. Wanting to flick that onto the onside, gets a leading edge. Single taken. Pawan Patel facing up here. Again down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. Sachin Bhandari straying on the onside a couple of times already in the over. This is a very tricky phase in the match. The JBC and Golden Stallions need to keep ringing in the dots to add to the pressure. Pawan Patel goes hard through the offside. And guess what? He finds the boundary. Very good shot from Pawan Patel. With on offer. Flays that one over point. Take a look at it once again. There you go. No half measures. Went through hard with his shot. Did Pawan Patel on that occasion. And managed to find the ropes. 12 overs have been bowled. 87 for 4 are the dynamic strikers. Manmeet Chandok continuing. Worked away on the onside here. Running the first one hard, Rohit Durai. Coming back for the second. Will complete it easily in the end. This is the good part about Rohit Durai. Keeps the scoreboard ticking. Finds a way to get a couple of runs. Keeps on getting the singles. Rotates the strike really well. It's not all about boundaries and sixes. Works this one on the onside. Deep square leg will be a mere spectator. Well played, Rohit Durai. Favors the onside. Very strong bottom-handed player. Has gotten a few boundaries already in the innings through the onside. Moves on to 49 with this boundary. Flicks that nonchalantly in the end. Deep square leg was behind square. He had no chance in the end. And Rohit Durai picked up another boundary alongside his name. Rohit Durai getting his 6th boundary there. Manmeet Chandok to Rohit Durai. Just a run away from a milestone, Rohit Durai. Full toss. Played away into the onside again for a single down to deep mid-wicket. Gets his half century with that single, does Rohit Durai. Well played, Rohit. His teammates would be proud of the way he has gone about his business. Gets there in 39 balls. Splendid knock. Deserves the accolades he got from his teammates. Cut away by Pawan Patel there. Rare dot delivery was a very good shot for no runs. Went straight to backward point. Manmeet Chandok to Pawan Patel here. Down the leg side will be given as a wide. This partnership slowly and gradually developing for the dynamic strikers. This could come back to cost the game for the JBC and Golden Stallions. They need to keep chipping away at the wickets. The run rates are healthy, 7.58. Rohit Durai, 50 of 39 on strike. Goes over the top of extra here. There is a man sweeping in the deep. Ever so close to it did he get. The ball stops just before going into the boundary. Luckily for Rohit Durai, that did not go straight to hand. Another fieldsman might have gobbled it. Manmeet Chandok almost had his man. Rohit Durai wanted to go straighter. It went more squarer. He needs to be careful, Rohit Durai. He holds the key in this chase for the dynamic strikers. A dot to complete the 13th. 98 for 4 are the dynamic strikers. Shabir Ahluwalia to Pawan Patel. 59 needed of 7 overs. It still could be anybody's game. Rohit Durai holds the key with the bat in hand. Shabir Ahluwalia has fared well so far. Cracked away through the offside. Remember, this is a power play over. The batting power play taken by the dynamic strikers. Slightly short. With on offer, Pawan Patel pounces over that ball. What a terrific shot. Take a look at this for a shot. He cracked it off the back foot. There was no stopping that ball once it found the gap. Fantabulous shot from Pawan Patel. Let's see the response from Shabir Ahluwalia here. Slow one, well bowled with a grunt. Wanted to fox the batsman into thinking that that's a quicker delivery. Shabir Ahluwalia, much better comeback. Always seems to be in control. Let it be with the bat. Let it be with the ball in hand. Shabir Ahluwalia. This is going to be a very interesting over, mind you, ladies and gentlemen. Another short ball. Pawan Patel looking to go straighter. Should have looked for the square cut, but had the time to go over mid-off. Just did not get bat to ball properly there, did Pawan Patel. Ball coming off the wicket a little slower than he expected it to do so. Pawan Patel facing up. 12 of 10 balls. Well bowled, Shabir Ahluwalia. Will only be a single to mid-on. Was looking to pull that one. Pawan Patel mistimed it completely. Now Rohit Durai on strike. Rohit Durai batting on 52 of 41. The set batsman out there. Another short ball. Cut away. Glided away. What happened there? Did he drop the catch or what? I did not pick it because a cameraman was caught napping. But that was a close call since it went to third man, who's in the 30-yard circle. Well played off the back foot by Rohit Durai. 14 overs have been completed. 5 runs coming off a power play over. Well bowled. Shabir Ahluwalia. 103 for 4 with 54 needed of the next 6 overs. Prakash Linga being called in to bowl the power play over. Right up there. Well bowled. Inside edge. Beats short fine leg. Short fine leg in pursuit. They run a couple of runs easily in the end. Do the batsman out there. Pawan Patel 13 of 11. Goes over the top. Does Pawan Patel here. Finds the boundary. One bounce into the rope she went. Prakash Linga will feel the heat out there. Although it's pretty cool. Pawan Patel getting hold of one. Making room for himself. Gets a hold of it through the onside. And finds himself a boundary. Scoreboard moves on to 109. 48 needed of 34. This is a mouth-watering contest going on here. Right up there in the block hole. Good comeback by Prakash Linga. Pawan Patel, 19 of 15. Has played a very good hand with Rohit Durai. Has been the major contributor in the partnership. Straight to mid-off that time. But they're clearly on the charge, are the dynamic strikers. To be fair to the JBCN Golden Stallions, it's been a quiet power play. 5 runs came of the last over, 6 runs of this. So the JBCN Golden Stallions would be very happy with the way the power play has gone so far. Full toss. Played away to mid-wicket. I believe he's dropped the catch here. As mid-wicket. They say catches win you matches. When you drop them, you can't blame anybody else but yourselves if you end up on the wrong side. 15 overs have been bowled. 110 for 4 are the dynamic strikers. Rohan Dharia, the bowler here. Pawan Patel on strike. Played away into the offside for a single by Pawan. will bring Rohit Durai on strike now. Rohit Durai has been starved of the strike lately. It's been all Pawan Patel. 46 of 29. The good part about this match has it's been both the sides in the hunt. It's not been a one-sided affair by any stretch of imagination. Nelson's on the board. Partnership 41 of 33. This is a close call. Rohit Durai lapse in concentration. Once again looking to access the onside. Misses the ball completely. Was found in front. Take a look at this. You can't get any plumber than that. Was struck inside the line of the stumps. And the ball was going on to hit the middle end leg. Rohit Durai goes for a well-played 52 of 44. And Nelson strikes for the fielding side here. JBC and Golden Stallions pick up the big wicket, the big fish. Rohan Dharia picks up the big man. 15.3 overs. Nelson for 5 are the dynamic strikers. Rohan Dharia to Josh Dharod now. A left-hander in for the first time in the innings. This is a very crucial passage of play. Pawan Patel's look good for his 21 of 18. The match hangs in the balance. But Josh Dharod will have to find a way to rotate the strike here. Played away towards long gone for a single here. Getting off the mark, Josh Dharod. This is the Bayside Sports School Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground here in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. This is the quarterfinal in the bronze segment. There are 4 segments. Platinum, gold, silver and copper. Silver and bronze, I beg your pardon. The team that loses will not see themselves feature ahead in this tournament. The team that wins goes on to the semi-finals. Very mouth-watering contest in the next 4 overs coming up. 16 overs have been bowled. 113 for 5 are the dynamic strikers. Sachin Bhandari. Medium pacer. Goes big. Does Pawan Patel here. Shabir Ahluwalia will tidy up. Luckily for Pawan Patel, that did not go straight to hand. Just Dharod just about gets into the crease. Sachin Bhandari did not collect it cleanly. You never know what it would have been had he have collected the ball at the non-striking end. They're looking desperate now, the dynamic strikers. 42 and 23. Pawan Patel has to play a blinder from here. Will be signalled a wide there by the umpire. The entire match for the dynamic strikers now rests on the shoulders of Pawan Patel in particular, and just Dharod, who's going to have to stay out there and give Pawan some good support. Goes over the top, down the ground. Shabir Ahluwalia is out there at long off. This could be tight. In fact, Sachin Bhandari for the second time lets the ball go by. Does not collect it cleanly. Wiping the ball with his shirt. The ball's wet. There's a load of dew, that means, that's falling out there. Has hurt himself as well in the bargain a bit. Pawan Patel was sold out completely by just Dharod there on the second. Now it's going to be just Dharod. 40 required of 22 balls. It's going to be interesting to see how just Dharod fares here. Pawan Patel, 25 of 21. Sachin Bhandari to just Dharod. Right up there in the block hole. No run for the taking. The last thing that Pawan Patel wants is to be stranded at the non-striking end. The role here for just Dharod will be to give the strike back to Pawan Patel whilst he's out there. 117 for 5. Chasing 157. Making room for himself. Straight back to the bowler. Not good enough by just Dharod. A couple of dot balls here will only add to the pressure for Pawan Patel and just Dharod. Off the back foot to cover. Will pick up a single here. Bit of an overthrow, but Pawan Patel decides against the second. Common sense prevailing. You want to keep the strike. They need boundaries here. It's going to have to be Pawan Patel to provide them with that. This is the last ball of the 17th over. There are two things that will be going on his mind. One is to take a single and keep striking the next over. But if he gets a loose one, he will go after it. Going for the glory shot. Missing the ball completely there, Pawan Patel. 17 overs have been bowled here. 118 for 5 are the dynamic strikers with 39 needed in the next 3. Rohan Dharia to Josh Tharod. Slammed away through the offside. Will pick up a boundary. A very good shot there from Josh Tharod off the back foot. That was needed for the dynamic strikers. The match was drifting away from them. They needed some impetus into the innings. Superbly done. Making room for himself and carving that behind square on the offside. Goes down the ground. Long on is there in position. Couple of bounces before it goes to Shabir Ahluwalia. Picks up a single there. And more importantly, it will be Pawan Patel on strike. Rohan Dharia into his last over. Has picked up a wicket. He's given away 27 runs so far in his 3.2 overs. So he's done decently well with the ball for his side. But now he has to reckon with Pawan Patel. I'm waiting to see how Pawan Patel goes in this over. Off spinner. Always the right-hander's delight. Well bowled, Rohan Dharia. Dot delivery here. Steps out, goes over the top. Shabir Ahluwalia is out there. They're coming back for the second here. And the finger has gone up. Just the road will have to depart, run out here. Well done, Shabir Ahluwalia out there in the deep at long off. Although he fumbled the ball, in fact that is what made them go back for the second. He regrouped early, quickly rather. And a wicket there for the JBC and Golden Stallions. The dynamic strikers lose their sixth. As the scoreboard reads 124 rather for 6 in 17.4 overs. Pawan Patel on strike. Pressure getting the better of the batsman at the moment. Goes down the ground towards long off. Shabir Ahluwalia once again in action. Keeps it down to a single. 18 overs have been bowled here. 126 for 6 are the dynamic strikers. Okay, there's a ball remaining. It's good that the scorer has communicated that with the umpire. One ball can make a huge difference. Kedar Ranade on strike. Rohan Dharia to Kedar Ranade. Will pick up a single here down to long off. Will Kedar and get off the mark. Finally, the over comes to a completion. 126 for 6 are the dynamic strikers. Sachin Bhandari to bowl the penultimate over of the innings. Kedar Ranade on strike. 31 needed in 2 overs. That's a run rate of 15.50 needed in the 2 overs. Pawan Patel is needed on strike. But even Kedar Ranade has to go big. You can't only expect Pawan Patel to get the boundaries. Wide signal there by the umpire. For once they were trying to play with the umpire, thereby appealing. Years of experience counts. Sachin Bhandari has done well with the ball so far. Has picked up a wicket. Has given away 23 runs in his 3.2 overs so far. He'll come back for the second here. Make it 24. This has to be a big over. You don't want to go into the last over trying to chase 20 runs. You need to keep it as light as you possibly can in the final over. JBC and Golden Stallions would be delighted to see the way proceedings are going. They know that they have the match in their grasp at the moment. It's a 70-30 equation at the moment in favor of the JBC and Golden Stallions. Sachin Bhandari to Kedar Ranade. Goes over the top, will find long gone. Sameer Kochar out there in the deep, will not fumble. Single brings Pawan Patel on strike. 130 has been reached here. 27 and 9. Pawan Patel needs to go big here. Boundaries and sixes needed. Sachin Bhandari. All he needs to do here is bowl a tight line. The length will be crucial. Will that be given as a wide? No, it's gone in favor of the bowler here. Pawan Patel asking the question. The umpire scratches his head. There is a lot of pressure on each one out there. Sachin Bhandari knows he can't afford to give away boundaries here. Pawan Patel has to find a way to get to the boundary. This will only be a single. Are they going to come back for the second? Yes, they are. Lackadaisical approach by the man out there in the deep will give them the second. Pawan Patel will be on strike. 29 of 27. Last ball of the penultimate over. 132. 25 needed of 7. Needs a maximum here. Right up there in the block hole. Well bowled. Pawan Patel will be satisfied with the single there. This is good bowling from Sachin Bhandari. 19 overs have been completed. 133 for 6 with 24 needed in the last over. It's going to be Shabbir Ahluwalia to bowl the last over of the innings. Pawan Patel on strike, 30 of 28, just not good enough. Not only needs to keep strike, but he needs to get maximums here. And he needs to get them early on in the over. Can Pawan Patel play a blinder here? Or will Shabbir Ahluwalia get the better of him? Glove there, looking to pull that ball. The shot was on, but just the execution went wrong. This is not good news for the dynamic strikers. Kedar Ranade, you don't want to see him on strike. He's just walked into bat. Yet to get a boundary. 23 needed of 5. Shabbir Ahluwalia loves hitting the deck. That's what he'll do. There you go. That's what he enjoys doing, Shabbir. Thank you, Bhavya Taneja, for your lovely compliments. Bhavya Taneja, very active personnel on the field for Bayside. Having a cold, is down and out, but we'll see him in action soon. In between, outside edge found. Down to third man. Will be a single. That's it. JBC and Golden Stallions will go through victorious into the semi-finals. Shabbir Ahluwalia won't bowl no balls here. Or guess what? He bowls one. Free hit for Pawan Patel. Can he take advantage of the same? 21 needed of 2. Mathematically not possible. Because even if he gets a 6 on this ball, it will be a legitimate delivery. And we'll have only one delivery left to get the remaining runs. Oh, Shabbir, you got me wrong here. Finally bowls a legitimate delivery. Straight to cover. 1 ball, 21. You're not getting there. Dynamic strikers will be disappointed and dejected with themselves. But how well have the JBC and Golden Stallions bowled in the final 5 overs? Rohit Durai held the key whilst he was out there for the dynamic strikers. Once he went, it was always at sea. 20. Oh, wide signal there. Down the leg side. Shabbir Ahluwalia apologizes. Wants to get this done and dusted with. Slower delivery. Let's see. Here we go. Bowls it on the stumps. Finally a boundary for Pawan Patel, but a little too late in the innings. The dynamic strikers fall short of 15 runs in the end. Well done, Shabbir Ahluwalia. Well done, JBC and Golden Stallions. They progress to the semi-finals in the Bayside Sports Cool Dads Cricket Championship. JBC and Golden Stallions won the toss, elected to bat first, were bundled out on the final delivery of the innings. 156 is what they managed. Then the dynamic strikers were looking good till the 15th, 16th over before Rohit Durai got out on 52 of 45 balls. Pawan Patel played his part, 35 not out, but was not good enough on the given evening. In the bowling department, it was Prakash Linga who gave them the breakthrough. First up, first ball of the innings. In his 4 overs, gave away only 18 runs and picked up a couple of wickets. Sachin Bhandari in his 4 overs gave away 28 runs and picked up a wicket. Shabbir Ahluwalia bowled very well in his 4 overs, gave away 26 and picked up a wicket. Rohan Dharia as well picked up a wicket in his 4 overs, giving away 30 runs. JBCN Golden Stallions winning the match by 15 runs and going into the semi-finals. Well, we are not done for this evening. We have another mouth-watering encounter coming your way. Do stay tuned in. We'll bring you the second match live in 15 minutes from now.